I'm looking for a change and I try but I can't find it. I'm looking for justice. I'm looking for a peace, but these guns on the streets keep popping, keep popping. Why can't we be finding peace? Why can't we be ending all this beef? Why can't we just get along? Peace is right and war is wrong.
See, in the school, in them books, it probably was teaching you about the forms of government, executive branch, legislative branch. It's probably tell you about voting rights. It's probably tell you about all these different things about America. Usually, you get American history, you get certain classic civics and everything like that. It's really teaching you how America was created and how America operates and the different systems within America. So you got to look at it like if the young black males is not going to school, they're not going to understand how America was built like that. They're not going to understand what controls America, how America's controlling other people, how the economic system is, the different types of government, avoiding getting locked up, the procedure, your due process of law. They probably not going to understand none of that shit. They're going to be like really ignorant because they think that money equals power when the knowledge is what equals the power. Now, we go back to the plot. Now, knowing how America operates, the plot doesn't seem like too sadistic to me. What it looks like is America way of business. Now, you have to look at, now we got to go back to the late 80s. Let's go back to NWA days, right? Let's go back to 87, 88, around that. Because in 87, you pretty much, LL Cool J, remember, if you're not old enough, or even if you're a young cat now, go listen to I'm Bag or watch the video. You'll see them in there talking about, don't buy drugs, stay off of drugs. That was a big thing in hip hop. Hip hop was really designed to be able to tell you, don't get caught up in the crazy shit. Don't be a crackhead. Don't be a drug addict. You know what I mean? Be a strong black male or whatever it may be. But in the late 80s, NWA came in and they presented the gangster rap. And I'm not going to say NWA was, a lot of people say like NWA is the founding fathers of gangster rap, but there was other guys who was doing gangster rap too that NWA was influenced by, and a lot of people was doing gangster rap back in them days that just didn't even have a chance like NWA. So there were gangster rhymes, there was gangster rappers. One of my favorite gangster rappers was Ice-T. Ice-T was back to like Squeeze the Trigger, Pain, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is, that was going on, and NWA fought for their right of freedom of speech. They fought for the right to be able to say what they want to be able to say. And a lot of companies didn't want to rock with NWA because of their message, because of the gangster rap shit. It was just hard. It's killing niggas and all that type of stuff. So a lot of people didn't want to fuck with them, but certain people start fucking with them after a time because the demand was out there. People wanted to be able to hear the gangster rap, so the consumer wanted to be able to hear it. They would have been able to sell all those records and everything if the consumer didn't want to hear that type of style, which made them so popular. Now and then as that went on, you start having a push in the way hip hop was going. You seen less of the Queen Latifah types. You seen less of like X Clan. You seen the last of really music conscious daughters. Music that would be able to empower black males and black women in these impoverished neighborhoods. And you start seeing more rappers like NWA talking about kill them up, shoot niggas first, that type of thing, which was really pretty much the reality in a lot of neighborhoods that was in the United States. NWA probably wanted to be able to have the freedom of speech to say what the fuck they want to say, and it was their constitutional right to do so. Now, moving forward in the early 90s and everything, I understand there's a wave being pushed, so there's a lot of different, and this is years before the 91 meeting. Now, just follow me on this. It's like 4 years or so before that 91 meeting. Then you start having, Tupac came in there with Tupacalypse Now, where Dan Quayle was like tripping about that shit. He's like, take that shit off the shelves and everything. That shit is like destroying family values and everything like that. Then you had Dolores Tucker. You know what I mean? Everybody know about her, how she was like shitting on Tupac, or whatever, or it seemed like she was shitting on Tupac because she was against gangster rap. She felt like gangster rap was destroying young black males in the community. It was just fucking them up. And then you had going on in '94. You had Luke. I hope this is the right year. If it's not, I apologize. But Luke Skywalker down in Miami. You know what I mean? He's the reason why you were having a parental advisory sticker on your CDs, because he fought for the right of freedom of speech. He fought for the right to be able to say whatever you wanted to be able to say on a song, or because it was considered art. So you had a lot of individuals, white and black, that was trying to stop gangster rap from happening, right? And then you had a lot of gangster rappers who looked at as an opportunity to be able to say like, hey, I could tell my story, and they fought for freedom of speech and the right to be able to do such, to do that, right? So then we get to this meeting in '91. And what's so interesting about the meeting in '91 is that when you understand the system of America and it being a capitalistic country, and like I said earlier, how it studies cultures in order to profit off of cultures. America's been doing this since the Indians. America's been doing this long time ago. America did it to the slaves. So it's the fabric of how America is able to survive, to be able to profit off of different cultures. Now, I have to look at it like, at some point, America tried to stop the gangster rap shit from happening, but hip hop was too fucking strong. It was just too strong. They couldn't stop that shit. They was like, damn, you right. You do got the constitutional right to be able to say what you want to say. Your ancestors and other ancestors died for the freedom of speech. It's in the Constitution. It's part of your Bill of Rights. All those different type of things. So we really can't stop it from getting to the people. But what we can do is profit off of it. And that's where things start switching. Because I can imagine that if I'm a capitalist and I can't stop this wave of music and everything, I'm going to be able to look at it like, oh shit, I may not personally like what's going on, but are they putting up numbers? Is hip hop making money? How is hip hop making money? Oh, hip hop is making money like that. So now you'll start seeing these companies being formed, probably that white people have. White people are like this. It ain't like that now. Like no. Like if you look at like companies like Rockefeller, you look at companies like Grand Hustle. You're looking at companies like Social Dev. I'm just naming some. Suave House back in the day. You're looking at Rap A Lot. You're looking at all these different black companies that were made to be able to distribute hip hop to the community. They all answer to a white boss. No, there is still, unless I don't know of any. I don't know of any. If there is something that's out there, I need to know. But I've never known a black corporation that's like Jimmy Iovine and Interscope, a black company that's like Atlantic, a black company that's like Sony. Distributing music like that and all that type of thing. These other companies I just mentioned, like Grand Hustle and everything, they always been like the branch off the tree. They never been the actual tree. They've been the branches of the tree. So white people came in there at some point. I have to look at it at some point to be able to look at it like, hey, we can't stop it, but we can monetize off of it. We can profit off of it. If these niggas out here want to talk about killing each other every damn day, who is us to stop them? They're right. They have the constitutional right to talk about killing other niggas. You do have the constitutional right to be able to talk down on your black women. You do have the constitutional right to talk about selling drugs in the community. You do have the constitutional right to talk bad about other black people. It's your right. It's your freedom of expression. It's your right it's your freedom of speech. It's your right to be able to say what you feel and your opinions about different things. So white people looking at it probably like, hey, I can't stop it. But like I said, I'm able to monetize off of it.